So it's been a slow news week for. No, it hasn't. It's just that a lot of people have not just been paying attention to a lot of things. And so I'm going to go and talk about our old friend Andrew Tate. Let's go. I want to say thank you to all of my Patreon supporters who help support the channel. Also, I want to say thank you to my Twitch subscribers. Help the channel out by donating or go to patreon.com. Thank you. So, Andrew Tate, right? Um, and I get like if you're a lefty, you really kind of like don't like to address the manosphere stuff because we've seen it before where people think that men should just know better and they should just change how they are instead of like looking towards somebody in a parasocial relationship like so many leftists have with other leftists. But there's something special when it comes to men because men shouldn't have to look up to other people. And I know I actually hit that discourse, and it's been really, really weird how we actively have issues going on in the world, and we still like. I guess I'm still upset about these whole essayist versus debate bro shit. We literally have somebody who is in Andrew Tate who is actively encouraging a generation of young men to try to live his lifestyle through his misogyny, his in some cases outright you know lies and dishonesty. And some of the main people who are fighting people like Andrew Tate aren't on the left. They see and they talk about how that people like Andrew Tate in the red pill, oh yeah, haha, laugh at the lonely man. But the true people who are attacking the red pill are really center right people or centrists. And it's sad. And of course, they're always bringing up basically how there is new drama and new types of information that comes up with Tate because let's be honest, if you thought Trump was bad when it comes to running his motherfucking mouth, Andrew Tate keeps self snitching. And he's giving prosecutors in Romania the opportunity of saying, let's sit back and watch this interview. We can probably get more information about what he's saying. Their biggest source for information on Andrew Tate is Andrew Tate. And some of the leaked evidence is actually put out there. So let's hear what Alba and Preach have to say about Andrew Tate. And I know, I have made videos talking bad about Alba and Preach. And when they have takes that I disagree with, definitely disagree with their takes. But this I haven't seen this, but this looks like it's gonna be fun.
Today's topic, there was a big reveal. Evidence from the Andrew Tate trial got leaked to somewhere, and essentially conversations that he had in his place called the War Room, which was like, it used to be his course that he would basically sell people on to make lots of money, and he would have private conversations with these people, telling them, this is instructional on how to manipulate women into doing X work for his words. So let's meet.
So that's actually interesting. Andrew Tate had people paying him, and I think the leaked information was up to $5,000 to get inside of the war room. $5,000 to get inside the war room. Motherfucker, if you get 20 people in the fucking war room, you have $100,000. 200. A million. There are reports that for the $5,000 to get into the war room, there were upwards of 2,000 people These are lonely men that are looking to make improvements in their lives. And somebody like Andrew Tate is taking advantage of them. All because they're showing pretty women in Bugattis. And this is the shit the left just sits back and laughs at these men. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the fucking things that they hold, I think are shit. But for you to sit back and just laugh at these guys for being stupid and not tapping into the fact that these are people who are suffering and they need just as much assistance as any trans person, as any, LGBTQIA plus person, because they're struggling with society, with society feels that they should actually be, and the left is leaving them behind. You don't. What are we doing? What are we doing? But let's go.
Mina, who's one of the trafficking victims in the case against Andrew Tate, the legal one, as well as Georgina, who's his BB, which is bottom bitch. Okay, and bottom bitch is basically the woman beneath the pimp who helps recruit the other women and keep them in line. Because women trust other women a lot more, a lot of men will use these kinds of women to manipulate women. Okay, so this is the conversation. Not my words. You're gonna read it. Update on the two girls living together. So they became good friends. Everything was stable. The girl who moved lost her support network at home. Cemented her move, talking about staying forever, can't wait for me to come back, etc. Essentially, this girl moved from somewhere else to come live with Andrew. She lost her family network back home as a result. Okay, so
that's trafficking. Hey, sweetheart, I love you and we're gonna be together. Why don't you come live with me? And as soon as she gets here, he doesn't even live there. Oh, why don't you stay with this chick? She's a friend of mine. And you find out that she's the bottom bitch. Well, let's go.
Andrew says, so I had to tighten the screw. So I said somebody in her old town told me she worked in a sex club. I literally made this up from the sky. Started calling her a liar and threatening to kick her out, but the real goal is for her to agree to never go anywhere without me, not even her hometown. I need her working, not visiting friends back in her hometown. So putting nails in that coffin, saying people are talking bad about her. So basically what he's doing in this conversation is he's working towards isolating her from her loved ones, her family and fans, so she can never go back and she has to rely on him for everything.
Yup. That's horrible. That's horrible. That is fucking horrible. That you are literally starting rumors to make someone dependent on you. And this is actually evidence that the Romanian government actually got. But the fact is, there are boys and men that look up to this bullshit because they feel lost. I can say with 50% certainty that some of the guys may still have human empathy, that they may not want this to happen to their daughter or their sister or their mother or their aunt. Some of these guys. These are the guys that we can actually reach. But go ahead.
Okay, so this is the conversation that he had with Jasmina privately through WhatsApp. You worked in a sex club. I did not work in a sex club. I'm not lying. Where did you get this out from? So you'd rather believe them. So she really believes other people are talking shit about her. I told you the truth. These people want me no good. I don't know who you have talked to, but I've only slept with 4 men in my life and you were one of them. I have never lied to you. You said it yourself that people will try to destroy us, break us apart. I've heard things too, but I choose to believe you and not them. Well, probably sure to believe those things. Andrew, answer me please, and tell me this is a joke, because I really don't want to believe that you mean what you're saying.
Silence.
I'm freaking crying alone in a room and you think I'm not serious? I'm tired of this so-called friends acting like friends and ruining my chance to be happy, and it hurts that you believe that.
What's up, Icon?
Where am I now, Andrew? Here? Why? Because I'm serious. Andrew replies, serious girls don't lie. Yes, I understand, she says. You are not going back to Tismore even to visit without me. You understand?
Wow. That's just in one fucking breath. He fucking made up a story and fucking tightened the screws to make somebody very codependent on him. This isn't game. This isn't, oh, he's just being a player. This is literally manipulation. And he outright said it. So everybody, and I know people call them tater tots or, Tate fans or Tate stands. If you're listening to this shit and somebody was doing it to your daughter or your sister or your mother, you would have an issue. Wow, okay, let's go.
So Tismore is where she's from, her hometown. He said, basically, she told him, "You're never going back." And she says, "Yes, I understand. My people there are telling me you talked to tons of men and worked in a sex club. I'm not having you go back there for them to call me and tell me more shit." She replies, "That's a lie, but as I said earlier, look at me." Andrew replies, "You don't need to leave the house in Bucharest without either me or Georgina. We are together always." So this is how he socially isolated her. Let's go to...
Like, that is so horribly manipulation. That is literally as if, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's analogous to people, like, literally just isolating you from all of your friends and then saying, "Oh, you only need me," right? You don't go out without this person. You don't go out with that person. If people literally say that, "Oh, she could have left anytime she want to," no, you have already fucking closed the fucking door. And mind you, these are these red pill, black pill people who think that women are just unironically lesser than men and fall for stupid shit. But they would say, well, she should have been smart enough to actually know that he was just spitting game. Those two things are contradictions. But let's go.
Part 2. Updates on the two girls living together. If anyone doesn't know the story, ask the guys here to find out for you. So I told my girl to send me a picture. She said this. All right, so he put the screenshot of what she wrote to him. She writes, "At the same time, I have a few things, very few, but rules I can't break because I'm old-fashioned and I still believe in God. 1, I never sent a picture of me in lingerie ever. I made a promise to God and myself and I will keep it. 2, I will never do video chat or OnlyFans because my body's intimate and I only want my husband should be able to touch and see. 3, if I give you my love, I'm expecting the same thing back. 4, the man I love should not hit or beat me up." This is it.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Those seem like reasonable goals. I know. Boundaries, right? You know, fuck us. But this seems very, very reasonable, right? Right?
If I give you my love, I'm expecting the same thing back. 4, the man I love should not hit or beat me up. This is it. If these 4 things are respected when it comes to me, then there's no way we can ever fight. I listen when I have to, I'm quiet when I'm supposed to, and I'm definitely dedicated on being a good wife, waking you up in the morning with fresh coffee and a meal, all yours and forever. This is the way I was raised. Had this on my heart the whole day, so I had to say it. You are the perfect man for me and the man I've been dreaming to meet and have a family with since I was a kid. Now it's your turn to decide if these things change the way you see me, or if I'm still the woman you want to spend your life with.
So, you would think that if somebody's pouring their heart out to you like this, or to somebody else, if somebody's pouring their heart out to somebody else, you would think like you would have some sort of empathy, because you would have lines that you would have as a person that you wouldn't want people to like cross if you're in a relationship with. You would think that, and you would think that people would have empathy for that. But so many of these red pill guys, so many of these red pill or black pill people have no empathy for that, because they only see these women as children to be led by the masculine man. And if they fall for the bullshit that a masculine man lies to them about, then it's their fault, because, you know, they should have known better. But let's go.
Do you? So basically she's saying, don't make me out to be a whore and don't beat me up. Those are her requirements, which I think most men watching think that's reasonable. Andrew's goal is he flies these women out, he makes them fall in love with him. He uses sex as a manipulation tool, per his words, not me.
I use sex as a tool to make women love me so they'd obey me and live in my house and make me money.
What did he tell the BBC? I didn't say that. I didn't get these women to love me. They just came over there on the court.
That's what I wanted. So yeah, on corporatetape.com I have my PhD program, and that is PhD is pimp and hose degree that I'm
clever.
He thinks that is like, that was a joke from the 90s, dog. Fuck. Okay.
Clever.
That teaches basically how I got girls, how I met girls, how I got girls to like me, how I got girls to fall in love with me to work on webcam for me. You're always working. Why don't you work for me so we spend more time together?
Remember, he actually keeps saying that no, the reason why they're arresting me and they're charging me is because I took over TikTok accounts. But this shit is on his shit was one of the most shared things on the internet. You know how Vash or Hasanabi or Destiny have like, you know, the industrial clip complex? Motherfuckers were making Andrew Tate popular on YouTube and TikTok because they would just share his shit. This shit is all over the internet.
What? So a lot of webcam business. Oh, I don't want to do that. So, okay, I know you don't want to do that, but listen, come, let's have a meeting. Let's just talk about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Fine. But let me explain it to you properly. In fact, I'll bring one of the girls who works for me. Your bottom bitch is the one who does the selling. You don't do the selling. The girl has to hear it from a girl. And this is where your bottom bitch has to be trained. That's why I said it's so important to have a good first girl. Because that's what I did. That was my MO, was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me.
And then these were women who've never done adult work. They've never been interested in doing adult work, but he would find ways to isolate them from their friends and family, make them go broke, and then try to get them into the cam business so he can make a profit off them. So regardless of either whether you think that's legal or not, it's got to be some evil shit.
Even if you think that he didn't break the law because he technically didn't have a gun to their head, this is still manipulation and isolation. If anything, it's fucking fraud. But there are so many people that would excuse this shit because they want the Bugatti. They need the Bugatti. But let's go.
To isolate somebody from their friends and family just so you can make financial gain?
This video is brought to you by Surfshark.
Okay, shit. Alright, that was quick.
Where you're at. Right now with Surfshark, you can just use promo.
Alright, let's go right here.
Fans, right? So let's take bets. Will I get her to work? Anonymous poll. So basically he's asking the people in the group chat, do you think she's gonna get to work for me after seeing that message? And one of the guys replies, yeah, that isolation is critical. I have no experience in this realm, but I would try to be good cop, bad cop. This is from Mac J, one of the people who are part of the war room. Act deeply hurt by her refusal. Flip it on her and get her to start feeling guilty or cry. Then have my BB, bottom bitch, ask why she's upset. Tell her how religious she used to be and how easy fun camming is. Again.
Like, this is just, wow. And this literally is a set up playbook. This is instructional. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go.
Never had to do anything like this, but maybe it works. And then Tate replies, close. I'm actually going to add a layer of separation. I will use Georgina, as the bottom bitch and pretend I don't care. Either way, she can't attack me for tricking her. She looks super adamant about not doing this.
Wow. Wow. You don't. I know criminals are stupid, but you literally spell out your plan. And you say, in order to not get in trouble for doing this shit, I'm also going to type in this built-in level of fucking speculation to say that I didn't do it, but I'm really doing it. Motherfucker, like, no. Okay, let's go.
She even made bullet points. I still bet yes because you're a top G, but it would be super impressive to see it in action. So basically these guys are just discussing how they're going to traffic these women and get them to do the camera.
Well, as a course, right?
There's a course to it, but this group chat's just private.
And it got leaked because when you're doing criminal shit, you don't write it down. Funny enough, none of these guys are doing this in real life. They're just manipulating the dolls on their shelf. Yeah.
Select
exactly.
Few want to be human traffickers, I guess, and have girls do cam for them. So Tate in this says, another element, since she's moved, she's been fed, but nothing else. She's broke, she can't go home, she can't leave the house. Man, I almost sound evil, but I'm not. I'm a shepherd leading the sheep.
No, you sound evil and manipulative. Wow. Wow.
Tate goes on to say, so now I know she's broke, and I know what I believe the objections to be. My plan is to use Georgina as a bottom bitch to convince her I don't give a shit if she cams, but the only way she will have serious money is if she does. Isolate her from her friends and family, make her dependent on you, give her food, and tell her the only way she can make money is if she does the camming stuff, because she's not allowed to leave the house without you.
Yeah, of course. Fucking of course. all of this sounds really legal, really moral, and really up to code.
So he asks her, let her panic a little bit. Remember, she asks for money now. That's scary for her. And I'd come back with, yes, we need to be together, but every girl in Romania asks me for money. I know you're not like them, are you? Make her qualify herself as not a gold digger. And she says, no, I'm not. Then come in with, we're going to be traveling together. I'm working from home, my phone. We're a team. You're going to listen to me and work from your phone too. Send her a pic of an Ibiza beach. Ibiza is an island if you're unaware. And because Cam has been soft floated before, I'd go for a hard close. If outright refuse, don't reply. Let her sit broke to think. So basically, if she don't reply to the offer or she's not down, then don't reply and make her worried because she's in love with you.
This is just abusive language and abusive tactics. What happens is you're talking to women like they're humans. You'll probably be more successful in life like that if you be. I know, right? I get told all the time that because I, have conversation with, women and just treat them like they're humans. That's different. Like, that's special. And I just think, like, no, if I want to stick my penis and tongue in you, I at least need to see you as a human being. Like, the fuck? Like, why not just treat somebody like they're human? And if they don't like you, if they don't want to go that way with you, cool. I'm not going to be like, bitch, bye. I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm not your type. Let me go on to the next one. It's really, 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 really that simple. But so many of these weak-minded, weak motherfuckers that don't have a fucking personality, they just think, I need to have money, I need to have fame in order to get what I want. They're fucking stupid.
One of the guys writes, Tateism in the sentence. It's all beautiful. A beautiful game of chess. So these guys are in a group chat really bragging about manipulating women into...
That's nerd shit.
This is her talking to Georgina, the ex-cop who's his bottom bitch.
You have said, my job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, get her to fall in love with me to the point where she'd do anything I say, and then get her on webcam so we could become rich together.
I don't think that's what I personally said. I think
that's exactly what you said on your website.
No, I've never said that.
Okay, so...
We have the tape. Literally.
That's the general gist of the conversations. Considering everything else we've seen from this guy in regards to some of the stuff he said, what do you think?
Well, a lot of videos that I've seen about him and the interviews that I've seen, he's denying everything.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's easily provable.
So, and we don't need their thoughts on it. I have my own thoughts about it. What's weird is that he keeps going on interviews. What did Bruce Rivers say? Stop the self-snitching? Andrew Tate cannot stop self-snitching. He is constantly self-snitching. Constantly self-snitching. Because here's the thing. He doesn't know when to stop himself. And the fact that they literally have motherfucking his words of what he was saying. He's still, like, I understand he's in Romania. And I understand Miranda is probably the name of cam girl number 65 for him. But he needs to understand something. You have the right to shut the fuck up and stop making your lawyer's job harder. But he can't do that because his success, his money now depends on this image of the Matrix. And they're trying to get you and all that other good shit. I'm sorry. The real life is more boring than that. Andrew, what you're getting in trouble for is the shit that you did. There is no magical man behind the scenes. It's the actions that you're doing yourself to other people. And everybody who's an Andrew Tate stan, a tater tot, a Tate pillar, you have to understand. You wouldn't want this shit. Let's just take it out of motherfucking context to somebody else. Would you want to be treated the way that Andrew Tate treats these women? You don't. One, because half of you motherfuckers are too coward to even come on face cam, let alone webcam. But two, you wouldn't want to be confined to a fucking home and isolated like that. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna move on to the next segment. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and the notifications so you can know when I'm going live. Other than that, we're trying to make 1,000 subscribers by October 1st. Help me out with that, and then we're going to cut this segment here. Thank you for watching this video, and the next one should be popping up on your screen. Subscribe, and if you haven't checked it out and want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. Thanks.